a new class on our on-demand. So welcome. We will start in our seated position just for a few minutes. We won't be here super long, but giving yourself a couple of minutes to just tune in, to ground yourself, to let go of busyness of your day. I know as my kids have gotten back in school and their sports, I mean, here in Texas, like sports are starting up and my brain was just spinning today. I was just trying to figure out like kid schedules, and so whatever, you know, might have kept your mind busy today, give yourself a minute here to let it go. It is okay to give yourself this time, this 30 minutes, or for some of you, maybe an hour if you're sticking around for both classes. And take a moment just to notice your breath. Let's feel the breath move through you. Allow your eyes to close if you feel comfortable doing so. Just giving yourself a little space from the busy. Just begin to bring your awareness into your glutes, your sits bones, maybe your outer calves, maybe your feet. Kind of connect what part of your body is touching the earth. And allow that part of your body, especially even coming in towards your tailbone, the base of your spine, allow that part of your body to connect down. And then begin to lengthen up through your spine. Visualize and imagine each vertebrae stacking on the one below it. And we pull tall through the crown of the head, but we engage the shoulder blades down the back. You can even open the chest a little bit by pulling the shoulder blades back and down. Pull the navel into the spine. My hands are still very relaxed, right? So try to keep your hands nice and relaxed there on your inner thigh. But feel that strength through your core. And then hanging on to that strength on your inhale, bring the palms of your hands together, lifting your thumbs to your heart. Taking a moment here, setting that intention, that sankalpa. What is it that brought you to class, or what is it personally that you kind of want to allow yourself to focus on? And then let that be your guide, your focus throughout your class. Take an inhale. As you exhale, allow your chin to bow down towards your chest. Flutter your eyes open. Pause with the gaze down. Let the light in. Then on our next inhale, reaching those arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, opening the palms to the ceiling for a big stretch up. So here I'm just trying to stretch right straight tall. I'm not lifting my heart. I'm just lifting, spreading through my rib cage, feeling each rib cage grow away from the one above and below it. And then on the next inhale, maybe arching, lifting the heart a little bit, gazing up. Nice. Take that inhale. And then on our exhale, we'll release the hands, bring the palms together behind our back, interlacing them if they will, opening your chest a little more here. Perfect. And then on our next inhale, one more time, we'll reach the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, bring that left hand over to kind of the right quad, reach the right hand behind us, pull tall, and think about twisting from the navel over that back right shoulder. Couple of breaths here, spinal twist. Then on our inhale, the arms will come up as we come center. And on our exhale, sitting nice and tall, twisting over to the left. You can use that right hand, that left hand, a little bit of grip to twist a little deeper through your torso. And then one last time, big inhale, arms come up. And as we exhale, bring those hands down to the ground, making your way up to all fours. Take a moment to find your knees underneath your hips, fingers spread nice and wide, wrists either underneath the shoulders or a little bit wider for those cat-cows. So as you take that inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, and on your exhale, exhale, round the spine. So try here to connect your breathing with the movement of your body. It is okay if your body is begging you to pause in either of the positions. It is 100% okay to do so. But I invite you to get a little bit of a rhythm with your inhaling and your exhaling. Letting the rhythm of the breath determine the pace at which your body moves. One more time. Inhaling through your count. Exhaling through your count. Allow yourself to inhale into neutral spine. Take the toes, curl them under. A little bit of march out through the feet here. Nice. Just feel that little bit of warmth coming into the feet. We'll stretch through the bottoms of the feet. Then placing all 10 toes down, we're just going to work a little bit of strength here. Pull your navel into your spine like you're going to round up in cat. Press the earth away and you hover your knees above the ground here for a couple of breaths. Nice. Feel that strength through your body. Take an inhale. On the exhale, start to straighten the knees, pressing back to downward facing dog. And alternate lifting and lowering your heels. Pedal at your feet. Walk your dog. Beautiful. As you're walking your dog here again, really think about rolling up into the pads of the toes. And then alternatingly, put one heel down. Feel that stretch through the bottoms of the feet. And then lifting that right heel, press that left heel down. Rock across the toes a little bit here. If this does bother your wrist at all, you can come down to all fours or even dolphin. Switch that out, lift the left heel, rock across the toes. Get that movement into the ankle. Nice. And then begin to press both heels down towards the ground. Think about shifting the chest a little more back towards the quads. Feel that deep stretch through your shoulders. Pull the crown of the head down towards your thumbs. You can drop to child's pose at any time or hang out here in down dog for a couple of more breaths. Then allow the knees to bend, look towards your thumbs, walk the feet up to meet the hands, and hang in forward fold. Now stay right there in forward fold. I'm just going to pull my hair back. In my morning class, I take it out of the ponytail because it gives me a headache if I leave my hair in a pony all day long, but then I forget and it's in my way. Right, so in this forward fold, as always, if you don't like hanging upside down, you could bring your hands to your shins, lift halfway, or your hands could be on a chair. Otherwise, a couple of more breaths here. Just maybe letting your body sway side to side. Just feeling that movement of your body. And then from here, we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the chest halfway, but we're going to bend the left knee and straighten the right knee. So my left knee is going to bend, my right leg is going to straighten. And I'm going to try to keep my right hand, so my left knee bend, let my left hand down on the ground, and then inhale, twisting, reach the right arm up to the sky. Now think about pulling the spine long here. So you're lifting the chest a little bit. Gaze up at your right thumb. So we're going to get twisty tonight a little bit. So starting right here with this twist, and feel some hamstring, feel some IT band on that right leg. Take the inhale. On the exhale, let both knees bend as that right hand drops back down. Then we'll start to straighten the left knee, keeping the right knee bent, right hand on the ground. Inhale, reach up through the left arm. Again, think about pressing the tailbone one way. Pull the crown of the head forward, lengthening through the rib cage, twisting from the belly. Then take an inhale. On the exhale, allow yourself to forward fold. On the inhale, lift up. Hands will come to our shins. Pausing here, nice long spine. Tailbone one way, crown of the head the other. Take an inhale. On the exhale, little bend of the knees. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Big inhale, arms come up on our exhale, over to the right, reaching, stretching through the left rib cage, really pulling through that left arm. Beautiful. Take your inhale. On our exhale, we're going to rotate. So we're looking at the ground. Belly faces the ground. Inhale. On our exhale, scoop down, around, and all the way up. And then take it over to the left, reaching through. So start with the pause. Feel that stretch. Take the inhale. Exhale, rotate, gazing at the ground. Hold for that inhale. And then exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. From here, we're going to take our left leg, step it back, not as far as we would in a lunge. So maybe stepping it back 3-ish feet so that I can start to press into both heels. So I'm pressing my weight into both heels, working to straighten both knees. Now, if that floor seems really far away, right hands could be on blocks or a chair. And we're coming into pyramid pose here. So our chest is lifted halfway. I want you to think about taking this right hip bone, pulling it back. The left hip bone will come forward. And what we've done is just put those hip bones in a straight line. Lengthen long through the crown of the head. You're driving this right hamstring back. Feel that stretch opening through the right hamstring, nice and strong through the torso. Taking an inhale here and an exhale. Then on our inhale, trying to leave that right hand down. It could be on a block. It could even be on the right ankle. We'll start to open the left arm up, finding our triangle. Once again, think about lifting. So my shoulder and my hip socket are in alignment. Press my tailbone one direction. Pull my crown of the head forward. Feel the strength. So I don't want to just try to hang out here, right? I want to lift and lengthen. Beautiful. Then maybe gazing up at that left thumb, right? My right hand could be on the floor. It can even be up here on my shin. Nice. Take the inhale. On the exhale, this left hand's going to come down to the floor or to the shin. My right hand's going to come onto my right hip. Pull the crown of your head forward. Start to twist from the belly. As you twist, you're going to feel some action come down the back of, or the outside of that right leg. It's going to lengthen long, twist from the belly. My left hand could be on a block as well. And then maybe I reach that right arm up. So I'm trying to press tailbone one way, crown of the head forward. Then maybe gazing up at that right thumb. But we're coming wherever we can come. Take your inhale. And on your exhale, this right hand will come down. We're going to step our left foot forward. Exhale, allow yourself to hang forward fold here. Taking a moment to feel the difference in your right leg and your left leg. If you are like me, it feels noticeably different. I feel like I'm about an inch longer on my right leg, because we just gave it a nice stretching in various positions. As we inhale, we'll lift halfway, and we'll do the same, stepping the right leg back, just about that 3 inches, shifting the weight back into both heels. Pull the crown of the head forward, that nice flat back. Right, hands could be on the floor, a bench, a table, a chair. Blocks. Think about taking this left hip bone. It pulls back, so you can see I get this little twist into my hips. I'm aligning that SI joint. And when I pull that left hip bone back, I get a deeper stretch down the left hamstring. Nice. Take the inhale and an exhale. Then leaving the left hand down, or maybe bringing it up to my shin. Start to open the right arm. So I'm coming through this triangle. Now, I'm not giving you a ton of direction on your feet really today, other than you were pressing back into your heels. Right? I want you mostly focusing on what's going on through your torso. So let your feet be wherever you feel your balance is best today. Think about pressing the tailbone one direction. Pull the crown of the head forward. Opening the heart. Gaze up at the right hand. And that twist Then taking that inhale, on the exhale, the right hand comes down to the shin, the block, the floor. Left hand comes onto the hip. And then we start to lengthen the torso, twisting from the belly. So try to keep the spine as long as you can. I'd rather you only twist a little ways and keep that spine long. Okay? And then reach the arm up. So you may be more here, right? If you have some tightness for your twist, this is okay. Twist first, and then just reach the arm wherever it goes. Feel that deep twisting and that lengthening down that outer left leg now. Excellent. Take an inhale. On your exhale, release. This time we'll step the left leg back to meet the right, coming into our downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here in down dog. Again, checking in with the legs. Now they probably feel a little more even. On our inhale, we'll come out into our plank. Find some strength here in our plank. Press your heels one way. Pull the crown of the head forward. You can always drop the knees, but I want you lengthening through that spine. Beautiful. Take an inhale and an exhale. One more time. I know lots of strength here. Inhale. On our exhale, knees up or knees down. We're going to lower all the way down, chaturanga. Now you can either keep your quads floating here, coming onto the top of your toes, or you can let those quads drop. So if your quads stay up, that's your up dog. Quads drop, your cobra. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Feel the stretch through the torso, through the belly. And on the inhale, pull the navel into the spine, floating back into downward facing dog. On our inhale, right leg's gonna rise. We're gonna let that right hip come over the left. So again, we're twisty today. Let that right knee bend. Feel that stretch around your right hip socket. Excellent. Hold a couple of breaths here. And you can always be down on your left knee at any point. If you need to drop to your left knee, go for it. Then on our inhale, come back center, right leg rises high. On our exhale, we're gonna bend the right knee in towards our chest, floating forward, trying to step that right foot in between our hands, and then rising up into our lunge. Pressing through that back left hip flexor. So earlier we were kind of stretching the hamstrings. Now we're working on that hip flexor by straightening that left knee, driving that left heel straight back. Inhale, arms come up. On our exhale, hands to our heart, elbows straight out. Twist to the right. So again, twisty, think about taking the belly, twisting, take the inhale. Left elbow is going to come down and engage with that outer right thigh. Pressing your hands together. Press the left tricep and that right outer thigh together. Engaging, allowing yourself to twist a little bit more, and this outer hip really starts to fire. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Take the inhale. Then on the exhale, we're just going to release, planting those hands down. And we're going to step back into our downward facing dog. Taking a moment just to notice how one leg, that right leg, feels a little more worked. And then we'll do that through the other side. So we'll inhale, the left leg rises. Let that left hip come over the right hip. Let that left knee bend. Okay, we're just thinking about pressing that right hip underneath. Good, hang out there. You can always drop down to that knee if you like. Just checking everybody out. You look amazing, my friends. Nice and stretched. We got stretch and strength all going on here at once. On our inhale, closing that up. As we exhale, bend that left knee in towards the chest, coming your shoulders over your wrist. Step that left foot through. And as we inhale, come up and find our lunge. So again, take your time here, right? Pressing back through that right knee, pressing that right heel to the ground. But I want my right heel right behind my toes. I don't want to turn it in. It's okay if it doesn't touch, right? It might not. It probably won't. Take the inhale. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Then we'll twist to the left, engage that right elbow with that left outer thigh. Press them into each other. Use that connection. Pull long through your spine. Feel that strength. Right there. Gorgeous, my friends. Take your inhale. On your exhale, release the hands down, stepping back into your downward facing dog. And maybe taking a moment to come down to your knees into a child's pose. So if you feel great in down dog and you want to stay there, please do. You're more than welcome to. Or come on down to child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Maybe sway side to side, giving the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists a break. Nice. Then on our inhale, we'll start to come up towards all fours. Take our toes, curl them under, downward facing dog. Now from here, we're going to inhale the right leg. We're going to rise it up. But as we exhale and bring that right knee in towards our chest, instead of floating forward into plank, I'm going to take this right foot and step it out to the left side of my body. Let my left heel turn into the right. Open my left arm into falling tree. Right? That's a lot of strength right there. I could have this left knee down on the ground. Right here. So my left knee's on the ground for that little bit of support. Beautiful right there. Take the inhale. On the exhale, this left hand will come down. Press that right leg up and drop it down beside the left. Readjust your downward facing dog a little bit. And then we'll inhale, the left leg will rise. Exhale, we'll pull that knee towards the chest. Then reaching the left leg under. Let that right heel turn in, or the right toes turn out. Falling tree. On the other side, remember I could be on this right knee. So we're twisty, we're crossing the midline of the body, we're really activating that brain. Take the inhale. On the exhale, as this right hand comes down, we get this twist. Pull the left leg up and down into downward facing dog. Take an inhale. On our exhale, we'll come down onto our knees. We're going to keep those toes curled under as we step back onto our heels. A little more stretch through the bottoms of the feet. Hands can stay on the ground or maybe walking them up. The way up, allowing your body weight to press into the heels. Few breaths here. Stretching through the bottoms of the feet. Relax the shoulders. Take a couple of breaths. Nice. Then on our inhale, hold. On our exhale, come on back down into all fours. Uncurl the toes, bring the knees underneath the hips. One more little twisting on each side. We're going to inhale the left arm, reach it up to the sky. Try to pull long through the torso, getting that deep twist. Take the inhale. On the exhale, this left arm is going to come underneath the right as we thread the needle. Laying down onto the left shoulder. Start by just reaching the right arm long. And then maybe take that right foot and reach it out long. So I can stay right here, or in this position, I can start to open my chest, letting this right arm just fall back behind me. Right? So we do different variations of this all the time. Only come to where it feels good to you. You could keep this right hand down on the ground. You could stay down on your right knee. You don't have to reach it out. Or we can really work to twist through this upper torso. It's almost like I'm rolling onto the back of my head, the back of my neck. Get some really good twisting, but if it does not feel good, right, don't go there. Take the inhale. On the exhale, the arm will come back over first, and we'll let that knee come in. We'll lift up. Take a moment, wiggle it around. Oh. And we'll take that through the other side. So inhale, the right arm will come up. Reaching tall, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. On the exhale, right hand comes under, into that right shoulder. And just reach the left arm out. Staying right here is perfect. Reaching that left leg out maybe if you like. Maybe allowing the chest to roll open and that left arm just reaches back behind you, rolling towards the back of your head. Only come into this pose if it feels safe and it feels good to you. You can always stay in that first position we came into. You don't have to open this, thread the needle. You're getting a nice twisty massage through your lungs, through your intestines. It'd be great for our body, but we don't want to do anything that strains our neck or our shoulders. The inhale, as you exhale, let this left hand come down for support. Pull the left knee in, rise up, wiggle it around. Just let your body move how it wants to for a moment. And then we'll come over onto our bottom, extending our legs long. Move around a little bit, find evenness onto your sit bones. Inhale the arms up, lengthen up tall, feel that strength. On the exhale, I want you to start with the hinge. So hinging, your back's gonna say, ooh, you're making me work here. Only hinge to where you can handle it, where it feels okay to you. Hinge a quarter of an inch more, then let the body round forward. Releasing the hinge, rounding the back. Let the chin tuck towards the chest. Feel that length all through the back side of the body. Take a few more breaths here. Then on your inhale, pull the crown of the head, the top of your head towards your toes. Start to lift the face so you gaze right out over your toes. Then lifting the chest a little higher, walk the hands in. We're going to scoot our glutes up towards our heels. Allow yourself to lay down, coming into a bridge pose. Bring the palms of your hands right by your side, thumbs facing. Press the heels into the ground. Pull the navel into the spine, coming up into your bridge. So counter stretching that forward fold. And we're also going opposites. We did a lot of twisting of the spine here, so we just flexed it. Now we're extending it. Squeeze the glutes. If it feels good to you, you can bring the palms of your hands together underneath your glutes. Pull your shoulders underneath you, rounding your triceps underneath you. Press your hips a little bit higher. Staying right there on the back of your head, trying not to look side to side. And then we'll release the shoulders, the triceps, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Take those knees and give yourself a nice big hug, rock it side to side. So we have come down within our last minute. So those of you that are finished this evening, I invite you to take a Shavasana, which means you just spread, relax your legs, come onto your back, lay down, and feel free to stay there into the beginning of Yin, or you could reach over and log yourself out. So if you were sticking around for Yin, take this time, give yourself a minute or so to just roll to your side. We will start Yin in a seated position, but there's no hurry for you to get there. Maybe getting some water. And then if you are just joining us, just coming in for Yin, welcome. I'm going to end the video from beginning yoga and just begin to find your way into a comfortable seated position.